2020, our score, the Freeze and the Summit Blue. Been a very entertaining game, really has. But Denver has hurt themselves on this drive with penalties. And when we resume play here, it'll be 4th down.
4th down and about, call it two to 2.5 yards.
So the beanbag is in front of the rush puck. Is that what I'm seeing?
So you're going to see right where the football is the first puck. That's line of scrimmage. Then beanbag about halfway between that and the other puck, maybe a little short of halfway, which is why I'm going with 2 to 2.5.
All right. So it's 4th down and about 2 or 3. Tight formation on the line, and on 4th down, it is a design run. And Chicago says they're short. Denver says they have a first down.
And there's a flag on the play, Rich.
And there is another flag.
So
it's on Chicago because Denver is applauding this.
Yeah, and I mean, that was as close as I think you get to a tush push here. The formation was just to block forward for him. All right, so that was encroachment. So the defense got over the line, which happens sometimes
Excuse me.
when you're trying to prevent that kind of play, which was just sort of everybody moving forward through them.
All righty. Clock winds, and Roy to throw. Looking right, now looking left, now scrambling to his right, and he falls down.
So
it's 2nd down.
All right, so he went down. Where he went down, they're going to spot the ball. And once again, Rich, I think even though he ran on that play that got the first down because they gained it by penalty, I think he should still have his run. So now we're just under 2 minutes and waiting to see if Denver can get the ball in the end zone.
All right, Drew Roy looks to throw as he rolls back, and he's going long down the right side, and the pass is...
It's caught, but he was out of bounds.
It was out of bounds.
So the clock's going to stop on the incomplete pass.
19 seconds left in this ball game, a game that can end in a tie because we are not in bracket play, we are in pool play.
And so, Rich, you'll see 2 or 3 ways to pick up this kind of yards. 1, quarterback run. If he gets everybody deep and has 20 yards in front of him, you may take it. 2, deep pass. The other thing you'll start to see is your sort of Statue of Liberty play or hooks and ladders where everybody just throws the ball. You can do backwards passes here, as many as you want, so if you can get a receiver down and then follow a runner behind him.
Roy is going long to the left side, and the pass is overthrown, incomplete. 3rd down. And the intended receiver was Nate Haynes.
And Haynes is going to need to go get that ball. Oh, some friend is going to help him. It's actually the offense's job to get that ball. We have 13 seconds left. And Roy seems to be trying to pick up a chunk of it with a long pass, and you can't blame him, but they're well defended back there, and there's doesn't seem to be any threat of running deep. We do have, I think, a timeout here.
Water break. One of the teams called the timeout. My guess is going to be that it was Denver that called the timeout.
Yep. All right, so coming out of this timeout, we're going to have 13 seconds. We have a tie game at 20. And as you said, pool play, we believe, can end in a tie.
Yes.
So it's going to be, can they move this ball 55 yards and get a score to win the game, or are we going to end in a tie?
When they do go to bracket play, and if they are tied at the end of regulation, they go to, is it a first team that scores? Is it each team gets 1 possession?
It's a back and forth possession like college football.
So there's no time. There's no clock.
I believe the plays are still clocked.
Okay.
But it's not like it's a 15-minute overtime.
That's what I meant.
I will check those, but I think and there's not like a 10-minute half of normal play. I think we go right to the
All right,
the scores.
All right, 13 seconds to go. They drop 3 players in prevent mode.
So they are punting. What they have done is called a punt here. There's 2 ways to punt. You can declare it, in which case you get protection. They have to line up, which is what Denver has done.
And that's going to be...
So nothing's going to move here until he kicks the ball, then people can go.
That's going to be Nick Berry, the Hall of Famer, and that kick goes out of bounds. And I heard someone say, that works. So we're probably inside of 10 seconds to go.
Yep.
And it'll be first down. It's not working yet. I need to get the password for it. The ball... I'm trying to see where the ball is going to be spotted.
Looks like it is spotted right on the 20.
On the 20, okay.
So they're going to have to go 60 yards in about 10 seconds. And so Denver here with dropping 4 back, 1 person on the line of scrimmage, 2 back to rush.
Mitch Duran probably has 2 plays. 9 seconds. The official says 9 seconds. That's Brandon Wagner, who is our closest official to us. And here comes the play. Looking, scrambling to his left side. The flag is pulled.
And unless they call timeout immediately, that would end the game because the clock would keep running on a sack. So unless they call timeout immediately, we're probably going to be at the end here. Since we're resetting the field, they must have called the time. There we go. Okay.
Okay, Chicago did call its timeout. So this, for all intents and purposes, may wind up being the final play of the day in this game. They're making some changes, perhaps bringing more speed than the 2 players who are going off the field.
Yeah, honestly, Rich, I'm a little surprised they don't have somebody back deeper here on the Denver side.
Yeah.
Understand with the possibility of 2 plays, you got to make sure you get that person who's getting 10 or 15 in a chunk play, but this is just going to be deep.
So there are 4 players that are standing around the 40-yard line on what likely will be the final play of the day. And there's a pass to the left side. The pass is caught. Lateral and back, number 11 to number 23. And his lateral drops to the ground, and that should be the game. And it is. So we have a tie here in our pool play game. Final score, the Chicago Freeze 20 and the Denver Summit Blue 20.
And before we wrap and get ready for the next game, we are going to tell you about a few of our sponsors one more time. The first one is Good Feet, the Good Feet Store. Discover real relief and comfort with Good Feet Arch Support Solutions. The Good Feet Store is the title sponsor of Bowl XXV, and you can find them at the Good Feet Store, at the Good Feet Store.
You know what? I was just told.
So we're going to go, and we're going to tell you also about Lawyers Title. Lawyers Title has been providing title, escrow, and closing services for your residential and commercial real estate transactions. They are at Lawyers Title San Diego. Again, that sign for social media is at Lawyers Title San Diego, all one word. If you are going out this evening, please think about going to The Rail, one of San Diego's oldest queer watering holes. The Rail is proud to sponsor Bowl XXV, hosting 2 social nights this weekend, and they are at The Rail SD. Again, at The Rail SD, all one word. We also are sponsored by Blue Peak Credit Union. Blue Peak's mission is to empower Californians to achieve peak financial wellness. Make a meaningful connection with Blue Peak at Blue Peak, BLUPEAK Credit Union. That's at Blue Peak, no E Credit Union. And then finally, we are one more time happy to tell you about the sponsorship of the NFL in partnership here with the National Gay Flag Football League. The NFL is proud to once again partner with NGFFL and Bowl XXV because the NFL believes we're stronger together.
So apparently this game is not going to end in a tie because they are calling both captains out on the field.
And in just a second here, we will check the rules on that. I thought, as well as you did, Rich, that we would end in a tie in pool play because we want, usually because tournaments want to keep things on time.
Nick Berry and Drew Royd are the Denver captains. Mitch Duran, and I can't see who the guy that is standing to his right are the captains for Chicago. Lance Burridge is talking to both. There's a third captain out there now for Denver as well. All right, so I just learned something. And again, Denver, the home team for our game. One side is heads, one side is tails. The flip is made. The coin falls to the ground. Chicago makes the call. Denver will determine which side of the field they want. So we will have overtime. And that's not such a bad thing, given how talented these two teams are in the game that they have given us. Shaking hands, fisting. Thank you. 4 plays from the 20 is what I have been told by someone who is smarter than me.
So they're going to have unlimited downs. And they get one time out to use during each of the overtime periods.
Okay.
The possession is going to start at the 20, as is mentioned, and then you alternate until one team has scored more points than the other. If they each get 2 possessions, then they have to go for 2 points on the 2-point try.
So it looks like Denver is going to get the ball first.
And the quarterback does have a rush still per possession.
And Drew Roy, in the shotgun, drops to throw. Dancing, throws to the right side, to the back of the end zone. Caught! It'll be 1st and goal. Catch made by Nick Snyder.
And just to be clear, because that one was a little close, if you get an interception, you would get your play. If you're ahead and you get an interception, that's the game.
So it's 1st and goal, and the ball looks like it's somewhere inside the 5, near the goal marker. And a tight formation. Roy, hands off to Nate Brown. There's a flag on the play, Nate Haynes rather. And we'll have to wait to see what this call is that was thrown by one of the judges on the line. It is an offsides against Chicago. So that's a neutral zone infraction, I'm sure.
If they take it, I don't know why they wouldn't. It's just going to move the ball about half the distance to the goal line.
So it'll still be 1st down, and they're maybe 2 yards closer. So it's 1st and goal at the 2. Under center. And it's a touchdown as Drew Roy just extends his arm as the ball crosses the line. And it is now 26-20 Denver. And you said, it looks like they're going for 2. You said they had to go for 2?
No, they're going. This is set for 1.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. After they each possess the ball twice, if it's still tied, it looks
Okay.
like then that's when they have to start going for 2.
And Roy throws to the left side, and the pass is incomplete. Xavier Colvin with coverage on Nate Haynes. And so it'll be a possession at the 20 for Chicago, trailing by 6, 26-20.
So Chicago just needing a score and any extra point. I'm sure if they score, they will just go for the 1. Chicago again starting from the 20, you can see there with the rush line at the 15 and the line again at the 10.
Okay. Mitch Duran, the quarterback. Moses Bell to the left, to the right, Robbie Bell to the left, and on first down at the 20.
And Duran started playing in NGFFL when he was 18 years old.
He drops to throw, scrambles to his right, continues to scramble to his right, now runs with the ball, and he is still running, but I think the flag was pulled.
I think the flag was pulled, yes. And we'll see how far he got where they mark him there. Got a good distance. Tough to use the run that early, so certainly wanted to pick up yardage there.
So it is second down.
It's going to be 2nd and 1 or 2 there, and no more run, which could be huge.
And Duran again standing in the shotgun formation. He has not come under center. And on this play, man goes right to left.
2 blockers,
Pass
both
is coming,
2 of the 3 blockers
looking
released just
to
the
his
center
right,
there,
gets his
still
pass
blocking.
away, and incomplete.
And now we're going to have 3rd and short. Looks like there's some jawing out there. Teams asking the referees to tell other players to be quiet.
It'll be 3rd down. Chicago trailing by 6 here in our overtime session.
Once again, the center and 1 blocker.
Man comes in motion right to left. They'll toss to him, and the flag is pulled. That was number 11. That was Moses Bell. And it's 3rd down.
It was a good flag pull. No, it's going to be 4th
it's
down.
Gonna be
that
fourth
was 3rd down. They're calling it 4th down short. Was wondering if there's going to be a flag because somebody who went for the flag actually ended up with a foot in their hand. I think it was accidental, but I'm not sure it didn't affect the play. But now we're basically at 4th and 1. A little less maybe.
It looks like about a yard.
And again, if he had his run, he could just extend his arm across and get this. But he's going to have to do a play possibly similar to like what he did before.
And on this play, this is the game right now.
The other thing you might see is a chest pass back to the center. Nope,
he's going to throw. Back. He's rolling to his right side. He gets his pass away, and it is caught. The flag is pulled, but he has enough yardage for a 1st and goal.
Waiting to see exactly where they bring the spot into.
1st down.
And it looks like we are inside the 5. It's going to be about 1st and 2.
All right, this is for a tie at 1st and short, 1st and goal. And Mitch Duran looking to tie this game. He tosses to number 11, Moses Bell. He did not get into the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
No, that was, I think, number 8, Bobby Petrino, with a very good play there to do a diving pull of the flag and keep him short of the end zone.
It is second down, goal to go. 26-20 Denver. Chicago looking to tie the game and maybe win it. And on second down, he tosses to number 0, Xavier Colvin. He is into the end zone for a touchdown, and our game is tied with a potential winning point after coming up.
And I believe on the last successful point after that they tied the game on, it was on a run to the corner. So we'll see if we do that again. It was sort of a delay. It took him a while. He did a couple bluffs, couldn't find anything.
It was the quarterback.
It was the quarterback, yep. Running right to the corner and getting the ball over the line, even though there was somebody sort of spying him over in that area. So this extra point is the ball game. If they get it, they win.
26-26. Chicago trying to get a win here. They need an extra point to do that. There is a timeout being taken by the Freeze, wanting to spend a little more time in the huddle and not wanting to take a delay of game penalty, so they use their timeout here.
And we'll take this time out to tell you about another sponsor, and that is Gilead. Whether it's preventing HIV transmission or treating HIV disease, Gilead has revolutionized HIV care. They are at Gilead, Gilead Sciences. That's at Gilead Sciences.
They're about to break the huddle, or at least I think they are. They're still talking, taking a lot of time in the huddle. Right now, 2 players will come off. So they had 9 in the huddle. Now they break the huddle. And this is an extra point for a win here in an overtime session.
And they've got 3 on the line there, so 2 blockers and the center.
26-26 our score. Moses Bell goes in motion. Duran to throw. He is looking to the right side, and the pass is caught, and the game is over. The aforementioned Moses Bell makes the reception for the extra point, and it makes our final score here this afternoon. The Chicago Freeze 27. Well, now they're hold on. Oh, they're going through the handshake line. Okay. 27-26 our final. So that is our first game here this afternoon. Our next game will be a women's game featuring the ATX Heat Platinum from Austin and the New York Empire downtown. From New York, that game is slated to begin at 2 o'clock, so that's in 13 minutes. I think they'll give the teams enough time to practice. So we're going to wrap it up for now. We'll be back with our next game as soon as we know what time it'll start. But thank you for being with us here. Our final score again this afternoon, Chicago Freeze 27, the Denver Summit Blue 26, here on the Cloud Sports Network.